this video we are going to design the detail page for the plants apps, and hopefully this will be the last video of this series. And I actually already added some description for the plants in the plant service, and we actually need to have 2 more plants because we have this similar types. So there are also plants, so we just need to copy paste the previous one and name it as maybe we can name it because we already have this clear name in cactus. So price can be anything, and let's just have it as outdoor plant, and plant will be 3. This will be plant 4, and it's also outdoor, and let's just name it as Easter cactus. So yeah, so we are done with the service. Now we need to have module for the details, so we can just name it as detail. Should be below home, and we need to add a file. It should be SwiftUI, name it as detail view, and we also need to have a view model for it, so it will be a Swift file detail view model. Okay, so let's have this detail view model first. So it will be observable object, and it will actually have the plant that we want to have the details for, and then it will have add published to our similar plants, and it will be the list of plant. In the beginning it will be empty, then we need a constructor or init method for the plant, and then we can have self plant equals to plant, and then the similar plants, or we don't need the self with this, so this will be equal to plant service dot instance dot get plants that filter in. So we need to filter the plants where the type is actually equals to the plant that we are viewing detail for matches with that type, and you just have to check it is not the plant which will be shown on the home view. And we are actually having this check specifically because we do not want to show this round cactus in the similar type. So we have some plants which we only want to show on the detail page, and some plants which we do not want to show on home screen, which should be false, and show on home screen should be false. So the same way we can have here a filter that we only want to have the plants which are for the home screen. So that's it for the detail view model. Now we need this detail view. So we need to have @state object private for view model. Then we need an init method. It will take the plant that we want to view, and then it will actually initialize this VM. So we'll have state object wrapped value detail view plant detail view model with the the provided, sorry, not this, the provided plant. So that's all for it. Now we need to provide the plant in here, so we can just provide maybe from the service, like any plants, maybe the 0 index plant. So that's it for the detail view. Now we actually need to have the v stack here, then we need to have the h stack, and we need to have this image, the background image. It's back arrow. Then we need to have a space here, and then we need this name, so we can have the text view model dot plant dot name, and we can have the heading format for it. We need to have space, and in the last we need to have the heart icon. We also need to close this view on the tab of the back arrow, so we need to have the environment object. So environment backslash that presentation mode or presentation mode, and once user clicks on it or tap on it, we just need the ref value dot dismiss. So that's it for this edge tag. We can have some padding for the content inside. Then we need to have the scroll view, because on some devices this screen can be large. So after that we need the plant dot, okay, we first need the vstack here. Then we need the plant dot banner image. We need to resize it. We need to fit it, I think fill it, sorry. And we need to provide the frame, and we need to have the width here, max width here, sorry. Or I think we need to have, sorry, we don't have the plant directly, we need to have the view model. And for the width, we need to have the same width as the screen size, screen width. Then we need to have a vstack, because this vstack will have a padding, and this vstack, it won't have any padding because of the banner. Now we need here the text of description. We can have maybe with heading format, and then we need the description, so plant dot description with paragraph formatting, and we can have the multi-line text format as maybe center. Then we have these features here, so again it's not plant, it's vm.plant. So for these features we can actually have a separate view, but for now I will just have an edge tag and vstack in it with alignment dot leading. So for the content I will have type with maybe paragraph formatting, and then text vm dot plant dot type dot raw value with maybe bold paragraph formatting. So I can copy this for the values. We can name it as size, and this as level. This will be size, this will be level, and we actually need to capitalize these values because they will be small case. So this is the features area, and then we need this similar type, and we can have the heading format, and we will have this area show similar plants. We need a code for it, but we can just quickly add the button at the bottom, so label, and we can have the text as add to cart, and padding will be 20. Looks like a big button, I guess. So we also need with heading format, and we need the foreground color as white. We need the frame max width of infinity, and maybe the No need the alignment for it, we just need the background. Background would be rounded rectangle, corner radius of 20 with the fill color of app, I guess light green color. And we can have, yeah, I guess that's all. We need to have this similar type view, so it should be a SwiftUI view, similar plant view. We'll take plant to properly display it, and then we can have plant. It's actually same as we designed in just in the previous. Okay, so it has to be from the plant service. Or maybe the third item, because that will be this chin cactus. And we need a v stack with we need to have the center alignment, so it's fine. We need to have this plant dot image, and then I think we need to have width. Yeah, we need to give it a width. It should be screen width multiplied by 0.60, should be fine. Let's just give it a width for now, and then yeah, that's all. We can have the clip shape of rounded rectangle, and then we need to have a text which will be the plant name with paragraph bold format. Let's see how it looks. So on the detail view here, we need to have a scroll view. It will be a horizontal scroll view with no indicators. We need hashtag here. We need for each view model dot similar plants, and we have this view here for the similar plants. So from the home view, we actually need to have binding here. So maybe I did it published for selected plant will be of type of plant which can accept null, and we need to have a full screen cover with different binding, this one. So we can have view vm dot selected plant, and then we can say plant in, so we can have a detail view with plant. Now if user tap on the plant, we can just select the set the selected plant. So let's see if this works and looks good. Okay, looks like we have some issue. Oh, sorry, it should be nil. Let's tap on the plant. Okay, so yeah, looks fine. We just need to have few things here. I guess we need to have first of all this similar plant is it needs to have a height. So screen height maybe 0.15. So tap on it. 15 is not really looking good, so maybe this should be 40. Yeah, looks fine. And then we can have some padding here, 5. Yeah, looks better. So on the detail view, we need to have the alignment of leading for this one. And we need to have some spacing here between the elements. Or we can just see the detail view itself. Okay. And this multi-line text, I think it should be leading. Yep. And I guess instead of spacing we need to have padding between the elements because spacing doesn't look good. So we can have like padding from top, maybe 15 for this, and for this one and this should also have padding, and not this one. And I think this can be heading format, and we need to provide a spacing maybe 20 for the items. Yeah, looks fine. So let's just have it for all of them. So that's it. That's our design. And let's just say if I click on the back button, will it go back? Okay, I think we have to come from the home view for it to check properly. Okay, that looks good. So that's all. This video is a bit long, but we are finally done with this series. So I will be back with another tutorial like this. Best of luck. Thank you.